Good evening. Hello. Welcome along to another rFactor 2 Thursday. And it's a classic rFactor 2 Thursday where we are bringing some 1950s open wheelers. I almost said Road Atlanta, that's wrong. We are at Lime Rock Park for this one. It is a good circuit for these cars, given that it's fairly open and fast and flowing circuit with not that much start and stop. As you can see, everybody on the server right now, we're 8 out of the 10 who has signed up. Everybody except me are under a minute in lap time. Luca and Stig and Crash at a very low 56. There's a nice mixture of cars too. It's the Ferrari 246, the Maserati 250F, and Malcolm in the Lancia D50. We've got Steve in the Aston Martin. What's that called? DR4? I think it is. Yeah, something along those lines, I think. Or is it just D4 maybe? Ah, here we go. The list of available cars in the Goodwood pack, which this one is called Richmond and Gordon Trophy. We have the Aston Martin DBR4. Of course, it's Aston Martin. It's DBR. We got a Connaught Type B, Cooper T43, then Ferrari 246, the Lancia D50, Lotus 16, and the Maserati 250F. And we have a good mixture of all of these cars tonight. So that's nice. Nice to see. Hi Daniel, welcome along. Yeah. Suddenly a voice started talking. Yeah, well, ideally I probably should have tried to make myself an intro video of sorts to play before I go into this, but I can't be asked. Right, let's bring the Maserati around for a lap then. Or two. To see if we can. Oop. Sorry, Michael. Have received a setup from Crash. Well, we have to look for the gap in the fence. Right, here we go. It's almost a GP lap stream, except that tonight the car will not be pedaled by someone who actually knows how to pedal them. Whoa! Well, that didn't work. Ooh. Happy memories then from the track. Well, that didn't work either. I feel like I should have the Benny Hill theme music over whenever I'm driving these cars. I do like to see that Luca is also struggling with the car. Yeah. But then finding that sweet spot on the drift, that is almost impossible. Yeah. Right, good luck everyone. No, it's a 10-minute session. So play nice in traffic and everything. Which means block Steve and let me through. Yeah, we need more downforce. Well, honestly, we had tires that were, double the width, and that would help quite significantly. What is that? 72 kilometers is the speed limit in the pits. do wonder if these cars will be in the LMC this year, in December. So we did get an invite earlier this week actually to the LMC in was it late November or early December? My old driver spirit. This heavily inspired by the real life Le Mans Classic, which is also happening in a couple of weeks, I think. Well, that is 2 seconds quicker than I was in the practice session. Oh, it's very economical fuel. That wasn't even a full liter's worth of fuel on that. Do that again. Cursor, it is. The car is a lot. Easier to rotate if you can get a little bit of slide on. To help it rotate. But as it is with everything else, it's just about finding that sweet spot. There's a wall there, okay. Nothing you can do with the rear diff. out of fuel again. See if the car is easy to handle this time. May or may not be. What's happening, Paddy? Oh. Oh, don't go on to it. Yep. These cars are fun to drive, but I can't drive them to save my life. I will also say that Lime Rock Park is far from my favorite track to drive as well. Okay, one last shot. There's an overshoot. Okay, I have no idea how to get the car to rotate into that first corner then. Well, I'm not horribly far behind Steve. So there's that, or Pat. So we will be battling to not come last, I think. Together with Paddy once he rejoins. Yeah, I think you might reboot the PC, maybe. Now let's try to go down to 540, see if that does anything. So how are everyone doing today? Are you melting in the heat? Yeah, well, I was a bit uncertain last week what I wanted to drive this week, and then Malcolm and Crush suggested these cars. Which is why we're using them here. Oh, it might be. I haven't even looked at that. I know that there is an 8-car space in the tire wall on the outside of turn 1 though. Yeah, you can't go into the forest, even though it looked like it did. Nice. No, we're in warm-up still, so... Sudden bursts of rain, that also sounds... Well, given the temperature we've had for a little while now, it sounds delightful. Well, to be fair, I'm not using a full liter per lap, and 22 would be... yeah. Well, I might have put the games... Well, to be fair, these cars are a bit loud. So if I'll drop the game down a little bit. Yeah, good luck everyone. Right, so I lowered the volume of the game a little bit. That should hopefully help. Yeah, but well, with the green cars you can. Looked like Pat was going for the proposed extended version of the track. I was looking at what Malcolm was doing and didn't look what I was doing. Yeah. I should also pay a little bit of attention on what I'm doing. Will help my lap times a little bit. Oh, did Paddy go off there as well? Oh. Oh, no. I don't quite know what that is, but there's a small point there where if you change the gear, then the car just really snaps. Might be a small bump or something. Right, well it can only go one way from here. And that's an engine explosion and a retirement. Oh, of course, there's a big sneeze coming up too. Just what I need now. Oh, he's going for it. I was gonna say he's well passed into the corner, but I thought I was a third. No. I'm so very clearly not in the right headspace to drive these cars. I mean, not even the cars ahead fighting is enough for me to catch up. Of course, if I could just stop putting the wheels of the car off the track, that would also help. Oh. Oh, is it some poetic justice I'm hearing? No. Would have been cool with an ice racing track for these cars. Yeah. Misclicking that button did answer my LMC thingy. Because with no headlights, you can't drive these cars in the LMC. Because the LMC also has night races. Malcolm and Steve has just checked out ahead of us here. Still enough to stop in time to get through the corner. Probably tells more about my fastest lap than anything else. Oh, we can flat shift. That's useful. That is useful. Oh, buddy. that's the living on a prayer. We're halfway through the race. The first one at least. So close to 57. You know, I might be lapped in this race. Oh, screw might. I will be lapped in this race. I had 2 good laps, so of course I have to keep slamming the car in the wall afterwards now. Well, that didn't really help my case either. well, you can't really think about using the brakes when the steering wheel is anything other than straight ahead. Because that's just gonna throw the car out sideways. And once you start sliding like that, then you're lost. So let's put it this way, fun cars to drive, but not the cars for me. It's a bit of a shame that Dennis did not get home in time to join us for the racing, because these cars would have been straight up his alley. Fun cars to watch, not to drive. Yeah, I can see that. It's safe to say that I'm no I'm no GP laps. This lap and one more though. Ooh, might there be actually? Yeah, I think there might be two more. Yeah, it will be two more. Oh. Hi, Jesus. Welcome along. Yeah, these cars are pretty cool. They are. I think they're quite fun to drive as well. But I don't even have half an inch of the talent required to drive these cars properly fast. Somebody came backwards here. Oh well. 6th position after all that is. It is okay. It's like you have to wear seatbelts in your gaming chair now, or else you'll just slide onto the floor. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do the qualifying session and then we'll do a double warm-up. So we got 8 minutes then after the qualifying before we jump into the next race. I think, yeah. Yeah, because that's what warming up is, really, isn't it? Next session, that should be into qualifying. Yep, good. Double warm-up, yeah, I was got a question about that in the forums. It was possible to do a slightly longer break between race 1 and race 2. So I figure we'll do a we will do a warm-up session, and then we'll do a second warm-up session. And that, believe it or not, was the first screen freeze I've had so far this evening. It's interesting, given that I've been here for an hour and a half. Still was too fast into the next one. No chance of keeping that slide going. That one either. All right. Will I get any faster? Nope. Ah, no, wait. Yeah, okay, so just going full screen once is just... that's enough to... flippin' awesome. Right, let's kill rFactor 2 and start again then. Oh, the Steam summer sale has started, I can see. The 25 games on my wish list, that is... I got 25 games on my wish list. I made the mistake of clicking full screen to watch Stig drive around, and then, of course, I can't go back from full screen, so I have to reboot the game. I remembered it the second the full screen came up, that I can't go back out again when I do this, and then it's too late. Now, while we're waiting, is there anything worth buying on the wish list? Mafia: The Old Country, maybe? 30% off. Escape Academy. Ride 5. There are a couple of games on the wish list that could be interesting. Project Motor Racing is still on my wish list for some reason. I thought I'd removed it, but okay. Tokyo Extreme Racer. I don't think I have that on my wish list. Ah, well, let me type the admin password before we jump. Yeah, I know that's true. I have not put rennsport on list. Hold on. Timing tower. There we go. And then High Field 2. Yep, that one. The thing is, I have bought so many games on the Steam sales, both the summer sale and the Christmas sale. Like the 2 Point Hospital and the 2 Point Campus. Both of those games, really fun games. I haven't played a minute. Because all I do play is rFactor 2 and Richard Burns Rally. Like, I haven't even clocked a full hour's worth of driving in Assetto Corsa Rally. Oh, let's see. Some of these cars look more funky than others from the driver's seat. Oops. Right. Set starting order. There we go. So the overlay should be correctly adjusted. Yeah. Yep. Speaking of refreshments, I will grab something to put in my empty glass. So I'll be right back. restart warm-up. Get another 4 minutes. Yeah, the Ferrari do sound good. Screaming engine. Whoops. Well, I'm almost into the pit lane. Extra style points for going sideways in the pit lane. Yeah, it is. It is very sensitive. Yeah. Yep. Are the circuit breakers just big nails? It's like you see in those funny videos on the net when the circuit breakers keep popping, you just put in a slightly bigger wire for each time. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
Or a small piece with silver foil or something like that. Or aluminum foil. Yeah. Yeah, it looked like you were heading for that the layout of the circuit that never happened. No, a second, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good luck. Well, a good launch, but couldn't get the car. Well, a good launch, but I couldn't get the car to move forward. Going sideways instead. Oh, there. Well, I certainly don't have the pace tonight. That's for sure. Oh, Pat. Well, that section of the track has not been kind to you tonight. $57.4. Wow. Well, that's half a second quicker than any that I've done up to that point tonight. Oh. Oh, good save. Thought that was going to go wrong. But I'm not that far behind you. Almost. We're halfway through the race. And this is a more exciting one in a way than the first one. Given that we still have cars around us. Steve and Malcolm haven't really run away ahead of me. But Crash is coming up rather quickly from behind. The brightness slider. What do you mean? Don't follow me, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the clouds lifted a bit now. Yeah, no, it is how to say that day-night cycle is rolling. There's no night in this race, but it went from this still cloudy. The sun is coming out from time to time. But at the right tracks, when the clouds aren't really covering, then it is really dark. Yes, in rFactor 2 there is rain. I don't think there is in rFactor 1, but in rFactor 2 there is rain. Got a dynamic racing line and everything, where depending on how hard it rains, you will have a clearer track where the car goes compared to the sides of it. So that's cool. I think we will see some rainy weather in one of the later races in the UK TCS. Fight, 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 fight. That would be the only chance I had to catch up to you. That being said, in race 1 there was a three-way fight ahead of me, and I still lost time to it, so crashes through. Yeah, I struggle with wet driving myself, but that's only because I don't really practice on it. I know. Ideally, that is what we should practice, or use as practice, and get used to. Ah, right, yeah. Using wet drying for fun. Yep, yep. Well, well, just to wait a lap and I'll do the exact same thing. It's like that, anything you can do, I can do better. Well, the rainy weather in any game really teaches you how to balance the throttle and the brake and everything. In order to not. You have to keep the balance better. Yeah, it is. I'll put something about practice. That's the foreign word of the day. The Greek word of the day. Okay, so it's this lap we're on, and then 2 more, I think. Malcolm is coming dangerously close again. Oh, it's not the fourth place just yet. Here we go. I have to hold off Malcolm for another lap. Just easier said than done. Oh, especially when I do that. I didn't try to either. Did I touch the grass on the outside there, or was it just... Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's just say that these cars aren't really my strong suit. Yeah. Yeah, don't need the gym after doing this, that's for sure. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for showing up. Yep. See you later. Oh, yeah. Apparently I did. Here we go. Just the slightest of touch, but that was when it was... The rear was loaded, or what you want to call it, so... Yeah, no worries. Yep. See you later. Right, anyway, I will end this one here. I'll be back at least on Sunday with some Richard Burns rally, because I do have the Classic Cup Endurance to do with the Cleo Williams, which I'm very much looking forward to. I'm out and about on Saturday, so I don't think there'll be anything there. But that will be it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do enjoy whatever is left of your Thursday, and do enjoy your weekend. And I'll catch you all later. So take care and goodbye. Bye 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 bye.